period, the total strategic bomber force is expected to be stabilized at about 1,000 aircraft and have a larger percentage of jet-heavy bombers and tankers and a few supersonic dash bombers. Of this estimated inventory, we expect 400 to 500 aircraft to be able to reach United States territory. Not counting losses due to enemy action, this force should be able to recover about a third of its strike bombers for subsequent missions. The weapons carried would be bombs yielding up to 20 megatons if the Soviets resumed testing, and air-to-surface missiles with ranges of at least 350 nautical miles. The heavy bombers should be able to carry 2 such missiles. It is also expected that by 1963, the Soviets could have operational about 6 nuclear-powered guided missile submarines, capable of launching about 70 ballistic missiles with ranges of 500 to 1,000 nautical miles, with CEPs of 2 to 4 nautical miles. It is much more difficult to define the nature and composition of the Soviet aerospace threat for the 1964 to 1970 period. However, certain developments are expected. The number of strategic bombers is expected to remain at about 1,000. We expect the Bear turboprop bomber to be gradually replaced by a nuclear bomber, beginning in the 1964 period, and a supersonic bomber is expected to replace a large part of the Badger force in the latter half of this period. The air-to-surface missile is expected to improve in accuracy and range, and although there is no evidence of the development of an ASM with ranges in excess of 500 nautical miles, such weapons are estimated to be within Soviet technical capabilities. Flexibility provided by the nuclear bomber and the increased speeds and altitudes of the supersonic bomber, as well as higher yield weapons, should give the Soviets a greatly improved manned air weapons capability. Although there must be some fairly wide parameters in any estimate of Soviet operational ICBM inventories beyond 1963, they have the industrial capability to build an inventory of at least 2,000 ICBMs by the late 1960s. The United States Air Force has consistently maintained that the Soviets are trying to achieve decisive military superiority. The major weapon systems which would affect this capability appear to be nuclear-propelled and supersonic bombers and reliable and accurate ICBMs. Thus, the Air Force believes the Soviets will continually maintain a large mixed force of ICBMs and bombers for the foreseeable future and further improve speeds, CEPs, and reliabilities. Gentlemen, this concludes the air intelligence presentation of the development of the Soviet ballistic missile threat to the United States. May I remind you again that the classification of this briefing is secret.
On the 20th and the 31st of January, 1960, the Soviets successfully launched 2 additional ICBM test vehicles to extended range into the Pacific, a total of 23 successful firings to date. The Soviets claim these firings were part of their space development program, using more powerful multi-stage ballistic rockets. This may be true. However, the evidence of an instrumented nose cone reentry and previously estimated capability of the Soviets with their known hardware leads us to the view that these firings should be looked upon as ICBM shots for determination of accuracy and reentry characteristics at extended ranges. In any case, the demonstrated and announced accuracy of these firings indicates the existence now of a formidable ICBM weapon system.